New this morning, we're getting our first look inside.
Hello and welcome to Firsthand, the podcast where we hear firsthand accounts of the most important moments in history from the people who lived them. I'm your host, Devin Field.
And I'm Greg Gallant. And Devin, that was a great intro.
Thank you.
I am a big man, metaphorically, and I'm willing to admit you've bested me.
Yeah, you're not good at the intros, and I am good at them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You didn't need to twist the knife.
Okay.
Yeah, you win. You know what? You can't bring me down today. I'm in a good mood.
Why is that?
Because I got the money. I got the heart surgery.
Greg finally got his heart
new
surgery.
ticker. Thank you, GoFundMe.
Thanks to all the fans.
There was enough left over for a PT Cruiser.
Wait, you purchased a car on top of your heart surgery?
Yeah. That's the GoFundMe racket, baby.
Is that what it is? You overshoot your stated goal so you can get a little something for daddy on top?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay. I've never heard of such a thing, but good for you.
Oh, yeah. I think people know. I think it's built in. It's like breakage, it's built into the price that people steal.
It's like the cleaning fee of an Airbnb.
Exactly.
You're going to pay $95 on top.
And they don't clean those.
I don't clean mine.
I don't clean mine either.
There we go. Well, today we're talking about, first I should say what the hell we do on this damn podcast, shouldn't I? I mean, as always, I need to explain that we, Greg and I, have witnessed nearly every major event in history. And again, for the final time, it's the simplest way to explain it. We are Forrest Gumps.
Forrest Gumps, baby.
We were there for it all.
I hate putting it that way, and now we love it.
We love it.
It's succinct.
It's very succinct, and it's super clear, and it's a movie we love.
It's a movie we love. And, guys, I know last week we promised you that it was going to be the event that we've been planning to do and sort of teasing all year. Yeah. We said, this is it. We're doing 9/11.
We were going to finally do the 9/11 episode
that everyone's been clamoring for.
And we had some great guests lined up.
We had some guests who, these were big gets.
People who were directly
People
involved.
who had a big role.
Yeah.
But an opportunity came to us to do a different event.
And we had to pivot.
Someone with inside info, someone who, played a huge role in it, approached us.
That's right.
To do this episode. So I think we'll do 9/11 some other time.
We'll do 9/11.
Yes, we'll get around to it, I'm sure.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But today we're talking about the murder of Tupac Shakur.
Big one.
I hope I'm saying that right, Greg.
I think you are.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Did you pronounce it as the number 2?
Yeah, I did.
There you go.
That's how I phonetically talked my way through it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I checked my notes. I saw the number 2. I went for it.
Nice.
And of course, it's a tragic event, but and we were there for it, and we want to get to the bottom of it. It's one of the great unsolved mysteries of our time.
Yeah.
Who shot Tupac?
It is. It's JR, it's JFK, it's Tupac. Those are the big 3 who shots.
Those are the big 3 who shots.
Yeah.
I don't even have a fourth to add.
I can't think of another one.
Another person who's been shot?
There's only 3 unsolved murders in history. Oh, no, I guess there's maybe a couple more.
Well, you know who killed John Bonet, but you won't tell me. You scamp.
Give me back my CD player.
Should I give some background on today's event, Greg?
Yes.
Well, legendary American rapper, poet, actor, and activist Tupac Shakur was fatally shot on September 7th, 1996, in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas, Nevada. He was only 25 years old, Greg. He had accomplished so much by that age. On the night of the shooting, let's establish a bit of the sequence of events. Tupac attended the Bruce Seldon versus Mike Tyson boxing match at the MGM Grand with Mr. Suge Knight, the head of Death Row Records, and a famously chill guy who's definitely worth hanging out with. Seems like a cool guy to mix it up with. After leaving the match, one of Suge Knight's associates, Trayvon Lane, spotted Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, a Crips gang member from Compton, in the MGM Grand lobby. Earlier that year, Anderson and a group of Southside Crips had robbed Lane in a Foot Locker. Lane told Tupac, and Shakur attacked Orlando Anderson in the lobby of the MGM. Shakur and Knight's entourage joined in to assist, and the fight was captured on hotel video surveillance and was broken up by hotel security. So there was a fight at the MGM in a very short period of time before the murder itself. After the brawl, Shakur and Knight headed to Club 662, And at about 11 p.m., Shakur and Knight were halted on Las Vegas Boulevard by officers from the Las Vegas Police Department Bike Patrol for playing the car stereo too loudly and not having license plates. And definitely not because they were black or anything like that. Seems like a totally legitimate stop.
No, you know how cars get pulled over for the stereos all the time.
That's right. I'm always getting pulled over for my stereo being loud. They were released a few minutes later without being cited, but just a few minutes after that, at 11:15 p.m., a white late model Cadillac pulled up next to Knight's car, rolled down a window, and rapidly fired gunshots at Shakur. He was hit 4 times, and Knight was hit in the head. But Knight was able to drive Shakur and himself a mile to Las Vegas Boulevard and Harmon Avenue, where they were again pulled over by members of the Bike Patrol. These guys were active that night.
Yeah, the Bike Patrol really runs that city. They run a tight ship.
And they alerted paramedics who took Knight and Shakur to the University Medical Center in Southern Nevada. At the hospital, Shakur was sedated, placed on life support, and ultimately in a coma. Knight was released from the hospital the following day, but didn't speak to the press for several days. He told officers he heard something but saw nothing the night of the shooting. Officers at the time of Shakur's hospitalization reported having no leads. Sergeant Kevin Manning said during that week, officers did not receive, quote, a whole lot of cooperation from Shakur's entourage. So that seems sort of like victim blaming there, Greg, a little bit.
Sure does. It pisses me off. I didn't cooperate.
Shakur unfortunately passed away later that week on Friday, September 13th, of complications from his injuries. Now, there's some loose ends, of course, to this case. We don't know who committed the crime. Now, a year after the shooting, one of the police officers involved said that Shakur's murder may never be solved. And in 2002, there was a 2-part LA Times story titled Who Killed Tupac, based on a year-long investigation. And this reporter pointed the finger at Orlando Anderson, the Crip whom Shakur attacked in the lobby of that MGM Grand. Las Vegas police officers had considered him a suspect and interviewed him only once. Anderson was killed 2 years later in an unrelated gang shooting. Phillips's article also implicated East Coast rappers, including the notorious Big IG, Tupac's rival at the time.
I don't think you pronounced that one.
You don't think so? Notorious B.I.G.?
You said Big IG.
Did I?
You're thinking of a different rapper named Big IG.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who's, of course...
Yeah. Well, he's one of my favorite SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah. Oh, and his eye is huge. His one eye is huge.
He's a Cyclops. So that's where we stand, Greg.
Yikes. This is a tough one. This is a tough one for me.
Well, of course, we were both directly involved. Should I get into how I was involved?
Yeah, please do.
Well, as listeners know from the We Are the World episode, I was briefly involved in the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
I was working at an intern and worked my way up.
And the Berlin Wall episode.
Yes, of course. I worked my way up to be a junior manager at Death Row Records, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
You're drawn to music. You're
I
drawn
am.
to that world.
I am. And, people thought I was not a good fit there for many reasons. Mainly that I had never heard rap music before. But there was such energy there. I was like, I got to get in here. And I actually ended up kind of briefly, I was Tupac's manager. I was hip pocketing Tupac. He was sort of in my roster, but I hadn't like committed to him yet.
I was hip pocket. I mean, he would have been pretty successful by then.
I wasn't sure about him. I wasn't sure. I hadn't heard enough to know.
I feel like he was on the radio. He was a star.
He'd had many #1 hits.
Who were you rapping?
Boy, let's see. So many people. I was at that point through a separate record label, David Crosby of Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Were you hip pocketing him?
I was hip pocketing him. I wasn't sure.
Okay, that's a guy who's been successful for 3 decades at that point.
Give me 4 and I'll sign you. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you only wanted to work with artists who had been successful for 40 years.
Yeah,
longer.
Ideally. That's
Wow.
why I was so interested in Bob Dylan all those years. You know?
Wow, you've got a whole lurid history with Dylan that we don't need to get into.
But so I was in Las Vegas that night because I was going to meet Suge and Tupac at Club 662.
Presumably to tell him, I'm ready to sign you.
No, I was going to cut him from my roster. Yeah, I was going to cut him. I wasn't confident in his ability to sell records. Wow. Plain and simple. just because I knew the bubble was about to burst. Sure, he was on top of the charts, but I was like, how long is this going to last? You know what I mean?
I mean, it seems like it could have lasted a long time.
I don't know. All I know is I was like, guys, meet me at the club. I have something really important to talk to you about. And they were like, fine, you know.
Well, kudos to you for manning up and having that conversation face to face. A lot of people in that business that would just call or something, but
well, of course, I didn't get to have it. I waited at the club for hours. I had to pay for 2 rounds of bottle service by myself.
You had to? Oh, because it's a minimum, yeah.
Right. It's a 2 bottle service minimum.
2 drink minimum, but it's bottle service. That's how they get you.
And so, at the end of the night, I'm calling him, going, "Where are you? What the hell?" And then finally, I check the news and go, "Oh, Jesus Christ!" And then, of course, his records sell like hotcakes after that. But I had already
they were already selling like hotcakes,
but even more so. So I feel like a fool. But I never got to. My biggest regret is that I never got to tell Tupac to his face, "Hey, I don't think this is working out."
Wow, that's wild, man. Yeah. Have you ever listened to any of his music yet?
Nah.
Oh God.
Now, Greg, how are you involved?
Well, this is heartbreaking. I was in Vegas a lot in those days. I was living there. I was a friend. I was friends with Pac. I was friends with Suge, and it was 25. It was a tragedy. And also, like, not that this matters necessarily.
Go on.
Not that this even really matters. But I did take some action from Pac that night on the Tyson fight, and he owed me 20 grand. Who cares?
Really?
That's not a big deal.
It seems like you care.
No, I don't care.
So Tupac owed you money.
Yeah. And it was really big. Again, not that I cared, but it was really important because I was running an illegal gambling operation in Las Vegas, which not a lot of people know has a big legal gambling economy.
I knew that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, you've been there.
Yeah.
I feel like people from outside of Vegas don't know.
Maybe not.
They think of it as the Tiger Show city. But it's actually, there's a lot of gambling going on there, legal gambling. So it was a tough racket for me. And I wasn't doing well, and he owed me 20 grand. And also, that was my friend.
Right.
And I was just trying to get to his people, his friends and family afterwards, and give my condolences and sort of see what was going on with his finances.
Greg, this is not a good look. You're a vulture circling.
I mean, the man made a bet.
That the man was dead.
But someone's got to pay.
That's horrible. Everything you're saying to me is really horrible.
I'm not proud of this.
Don't be.
I'm not.
Okay.
Why you got to keep twisting? You know what? You can't get me down today. I got a new heart. Okay? Right. So you know what? Technically, the me that I am now isn't even the me that did this horrible thing. Yeah. That was 2 hearts ago, because I got one in the 90s too.
I'm really proud of how you're compartmentalizing this.
You're compartmentalizing this.
Listen to us.
Well, I think we're both. Here's the thing. It's an unsolved case, right? But I think both of us are airtight on this, because why would you be going to break up with him if you knew he was going to be shot? And why would I shoot a guy who owed me money?
Yeah. Pretty airtight.
You don't shoot someone who owes you money.
Yeah, pretty airtight.
Because then they can't pay it.
That's right.
Airtight.
Well, we're going to get deeper into this case. We have 2 guests who can, I think, shed some true light on this story, even more so than how much we've already illuminated it.
Yeah.
And so we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with more. Welcome back. Greg, welcome back.
Welcome.
We're here talking about...
Sorry, I was just leaving. I thought Dev's killing the intro game.
Oh, thanks. You're sweet.
I am now, with my new heart.
Yeah.
They said it came from a real sweet man.
Well, the things you did in the past weren't sweet. I'll tell you that, Greg.
Yeah, you know what? It's cool to be sweet now. I feel like
cool to be
I feel
sweet.
like I've been a bad guy my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm good. This is like the reverse of like a Stephen King-esque thing. Isn't there a literal Stephen King-esque thing? Or maybe I'm just thinking of a Treehouse of Horror that I assumed was a reference to a
I'm
Stephen
not
King,
sure.
where someone gets like a hand transplant or I don't
right,
know.
and then it was a killer's hand or something.
Yeah, and I'm getting the reverse, where I'm a terrible monster, and now I've got a nice man's heart. They said he ran a candy store, and he didn't even charge money.
Huh. Okay. Okay.
I
let's
guess
get
he
to
gave away candy.
Yeah, he just gave away candy. I'm going to be honest, it doesn't sound like a
It
nice
was
person.
sort of like and no, you didn't even have to go to the store. It was like a mobile operation.
He gave candy out of his van.
Oh yeah, so you've heard of this guy.
Okay. Let's move on before we find out where your heart came from. We have a couple of guests here who I think are going to be able to shed some unique light.
Yeah,
on this.
and again, we were gonna do the 9/11 thing, which would have been a blast.
Don't even mention it.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, but then here comes this guy hitting us up.
Now, this is, I believe, one of the main investigators of the Tupac case.
Yeah.
Please welcome Phil Bottomley. Hello, Phil.
Wow, pleasure to be here. We are in Los Angeles, right?
We are in Los
Yeah,
Angeles.
yeah.
So good to be back.
Yeah,
Well,
welcome
so
back.
you spent some time here in Los Angeles.
I really did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I loved it. And, I'm from a small town.
Is that right?
Oh,
My first day on the force in Corvallis, Kansas, the Tupac shooting happens.
wow.
You're kidding.
And my boss says, when I got to work, how would you like to go to Las Vegas, Nevada and start an investigation on a big city police force?
So wait a second. So you got a call, a random police department in the middle of the country, where they wanted you to come in and solve this high-profile murder.
We had like a exchange program with big city police forces.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Fun.
I'm familiar with the other side of that, where like a big city detective who has a lot of experience will go to a small town where they maybe don't have as much experience.
Right.
Right, and usually the big city cop is trying to get away from the hustle and bustle and then gets embroiled in some kind of illegal activity.
Sure.
Uses their expertise, which far outpaces that of a small town police force.
One would assume.
Sure,
And
yeah.
yet, the small town wisdom sometimes ends up being the thing that cracks the case, despite the big city cop's expertise.
Yeah, sure.
Well, what I'm explaining is the opposite of that.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So
All
you were
right.
trying to find the hustle and bustle.
I was just taking a ticket to a big city.
Great.
It was your first time out of Corvallis, Kansas?
Absolutely.
Wow.
I was born in a bathtub in Corvallis. Population 1,400. I never got further than 2,000 feet away from that bathtub.
Wow.
That's interesting. Wow.
That's
It's only a few football fields
yeah.
away.
I was
mean,
going
you
to try and arrive at the number of football fields, but I'm glad you made it.
no need to figure
Yeah.
it out.
Well, it's
then-
less than 7, but it's more than 6.
There you
that's
go.
a detective at work right there,
The
folks.
yard is 3 feet.
That's right.
Yep.
And a football field is
100
100
yards.
yards.
Well, plus
Counting the end zones? I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's right around 7. But a little less.
See, that's my brain doesn't work like that. It's not a steel trap for details.
Well,
like that.
it's actually simple math.
Well, for you,
So,
maybe.
A
I
little
don't
more
know.
than 300 feet per football field.
Okay.
And then,
Listen, you small town guys, you think you're so much smarter than
Hey.
us big city
Hey.
bumpkins.
no, it's usually the opposite, actually.
Yeah. If anything, he's been very humble this whole time, Greg.
Sorry.
So you arrive in Las Vegas. I mean, walk us through getting involved in this case.
Well, my mom had given me $40 to spend on gambling. So I immediately went to the slots because I wasn't starting until the next day.
You knew that there was gambling to be done in Las Vegas. This is a thing that everyone knows about.
I didn't know
Yes.
much about it, but I knew that there was gambling.
Yes, Greg. People know.
Okay.
So you had $40 to use in the
$40.
slots.
Yep.
And you had a day. They didn't make you start. They let you have like a day to sort of acclimate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool.
So I took a shower, went down to the floor. I put 40 on 17 on roulette.
Mm-hmm.
Lost it right away.
Ah.
Yep.
Walked around for 12 hours. Went back to sleep, took a shower, and reported to the Las Vegas police force.
Wow.
Yeah. Then they ran me through the facts. I said, gentlemen, I don't know who these people are. I'm very confused in this city.
Yeah.
So I remember some of it. I remember the main players, which you guys had mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
The Orlando fella.
Mm-hmm.
The East Coast, West Coast connection. and
Sure.
suspicion there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wasn't really into hip hop at the time. Kind of broke through on the R&B scene. Not broke through, I mean, how I discovered the music.
Sure.
I was big into the band Shy.
Interesting.
Remember them?
Vaguely.
I-
What was their big song?
If I Ever Fall in Love. What it was it? Yeah. Yeah, if I ever fall in love.
Yes.
And so I was looking for love at the time. Still am.
Wow.
Wink.
Oh, ladies.
Winked. No, that was a big direct wink to me.
Oh, okay.
Well, you seem like a guy who's friends with a lot of females.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be wrong on that one.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like guys and girls can't really be friends anymore, or me and other guys.
Yeah. Greg saw the first 5 minutes of When Harry Met Sally and turned it off.
Yeah. I don't like Crystal.
That's right.
You know, me and him have beef.
That's right. So you're there. You're presented with this field of evidence. You know, these two celebrities shot, one dead. Where do you even begin a case like that?
Well, I said, guys, you're taking charge here because I really don't know the city. These facts are really confusing.
Wow.
It's technically day 2 on the job as a police officer for me.
Wow.
So I just started the day of the shooting.
And that's incredible.
Yeah.
So that was like you come in, you get a cup of coffee, and they send you to Vegas, or
yeah,
Man.
that old cliche.
Yeah, pretty standard. We've seen it in shows before.
But yeah, I think again, not to keep revisiting on the sort of other side of this exchange program, they would typically say like, "I'm in charge here," and it sounds like you were not doing it that way. You're saying,
I forcefully say you're in charge here.
okay.
So then what did you do as they're taking charge, processing the crime scene, following leads? What's your role in that immediate aftermath?
Getting coffee, taking notes. Oh, I love to sketch buildings.
Do you?
Yeah, so I was walking around the strip, sketching buildings.
Okay.
It was great.
And how did that help the case in any way?
Well, it helped kind of. I ended up making like a little bit of a kind of map of Las Vegas.
Yeah, like a scale.
Yeah, like a scale. Just like kind of, I mapped out. It's on a grid, so I
Sure.
just drew all these streets, kind of, a lower scale.
And it was hard to get a map of town in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like everyone was low on maps. you
Yeah.
know?
We didn't have GPS, so
No.
a lot of times if we couldn't find an official map to the city, I'd unfold this from my pocket, which would take about 40 seconds, and then I'd kind of say, "Guys, I think we need to go over by the MGM Grand."
Wow.
Wow, gotcha.
And so you knew your way just enough to sort of point out, hey, maybe over here. Hey, this is a place of interest. And they were like, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
They say, "Thanks, Phil."
So they really respected you. it
Oh, I
sounds
wou't
like.
say that.
No,
no.
They
you
roasted
didn't
me nonstop.
Really?
Really?
What would they say to you when they were roasting?
Fill my coffee. They'd say that.
It's simple.
They call me refill.
That's
Oh.
good,
Yeah.
and that's very good.
That's good, actually.
was very
Yeah,
good.
I know you. I'm
That's,
sorry. I know you're on the losing end of this one, but that's a good burn.
Really good.
So it's good to have a nickname, even if it's like shithead, moron, new fish.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I didn't really have any specific takes on the murder.
So you haven't arrived at any. There's no new light you can shed for us. On who may have
Occam's
killed you?
razor, it's probably Orlando and his gang.
Sure, yeah. And Occam's razor, of course, the simplest solution is the solution. Am I remembering that correctly?
That is Occam's razor, and I think this show has borne that out time and time again. Things are not convoluted.
No. They're
And
straightforward and
insane.
simple. We're also sponsored by Occam's razors,
Yeah,
I think.
Occam's razors.
Some say it's a bit too close of a shave.
Hey, God, he's doing our copy now.
wow.
Phil, you're diving right in.
Well, you
Wow.
could have a career in radio. Are you still a cop? I guess is my question.
Yep, today's my last day.
Then why are you here, Phil?
Honestly, this felt like the easiest way to not get shot.
Wow. Well, incredible.
You know what they say about cops on their last day?
Go
Yeah.
on.
Well, they either get killed,
Yeah.
or they end up in a case that extends past their retirement date.
Sure.
Yeah, that old chestnut. Yeah. Well, I hope neither of those happen to you. We wish you a peaceful retirement, and hopefully we can get some more of your expertise. On this
obviously,
case.
a listener right now might be thinking, "Hey, Greg's gonna shoot this guy, right? Greg has shot almost all the guests, but guess what, folks? New heart,
He's
new
not gonna
heart,
shoot
new
anybody.
me. I'm not gonna shoot a soul today.
Good.
Buddy. You're in good hands here.
Well,
Good.
Phil, thank you for being here. We're going to introduce our next guest to bring
Yeah.
them into the conversation. Now, this is someone I don't know a lot about, but I believe has a lot to share with us. He seems very intent on speaking with us. Please welcome Mr. Butch Bullseye White.
Hello, everybody.
Wow.
Butch.
Hello, everybody.
Hi,
How
Butch.
are you?
It's good to see you. Good to meet you.
I've been alive a long time, and People need to hear my story.
Wow.
Oh,
okay.
this sounds
So
juicy.
were you a witness in any way? Do you have any information to share with us about this case?
While I was not a witness to what had happened, I feel like I am a direct player into the outcome of the event.
Oh my God.
For many years, I have been selling weapons.
Mhm.
I've sold many weapons to people that have then in turn used those weapons for good things, like
Oh, good.
hunting overpopulation of foxes and
Very important.
deers and
They're
stuff.
pests.
That in the 90s in Vegas, you couldn't find a map anywhere, but you couldn't take 2 steps without stepping on a fucking fox.
I'll tell you that.
They were everywhere.
But I've also sold weapons that have in turn been used to assassinate public figures.
Oh,
Oh,
my
boy.
God. That is a huge disparity.
How old are you?
I am 70 years old. Wow. Just turned 70.
Happy
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
What'd you get into?
This is the first time somebody said it to me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have too many people in my life.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it's okay.
Even with Facebook?
Usually you get a certain amount of just basic outreach on there.
Random people.
Is that something from the news?
Oh, no. He doesn't know what Facebook is.
It's better
Oh.
you don't. It's better you don't.
Yeah, at this point, I wouldn't get on
God, I
now.
wish I had never heard about it.
It's a net loss.
It's
Net negative, yeah.
Well, now,
Anyway.
Bullseye. May I call you Bullseye?
Yes, that's what I like people to call me. Actually.
Well, are you leading us towards the idea that perhaps you sold a gun that may have been used in this heinous crime?
I'm very confident that the gun was purchased from me.
Bombshell.
You sold the gun that killed Tupac Shakur.
Look, you don't know what you're going to do. You can't choose the life that you end up becoming in, but it chooses you.
Mm.
I remember back when I was first time I ever sold a gun that was used for harm. I was 12 years old.
Mm.
The year was 1963.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Math wire.
Don't worry about
Okay.
No, you should. It's okay. It's gonna check out.
Okay. 1951. Okay.
Yeah.
Who did you sell the gun to?
Let's just say his name was Lee.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
Bullseye. Bullseye.
You sold the gun to Levi Strauss that he used to kill Pierre Wrangler? Or no, I'm getting that wrong. No.
No,
I feel like everyone else knows a really obvious thing that you're getting
Greg,
at. And I'm,
Occam's razor here, buddy. I think we're talking Lee Harvey Oswald.
oh, of course.
1963.
course.
What's a big event from 1963?
Sure.
I mean, we were there.
Yeah, we were there, and we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that in a
episode.
future episode. But you sold the gun that killed JFK as a 12-year-old boy?
Maybe Lee used another gun.
I doubt it.
Maybe he used another rifle, but I just know that I, as a 12-year-old boy trying to make ends meet, struggling, no father,
Oh, no.
found a gun on the street and decided to sell it.
Oh, so you weren't even necessarily an arms dealer. You just...
At the time, no, I was a 12-year-old boy that happened to found a gun.
Jesus,
Sorry.
Turning
Devin.
a profit.
I'm so sorry.
12-year-old boy, and
And you
found
found
a
a...
gun, and I sold it.
Wow.
Did it weigh heavily on you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. That's why I had to sell it. I was like, I can't walk around with this heavy gun.
Yeah.
I see. But then also after the murder of JFK, did you feel a sense of guilt?
I didn't even put it together until about 1968 when
Oh, wow.
When RFK was shot?
No.
Please tell me you didn't
Don't tell
sell
me you sold-
Sirhan
Oh, no.
a gun.
I mean, that one I don't care about.
You
who
might be
does?
thinking about another thing from 1968.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think I sold that weapon as well.
Oh, boy.
Because at this time, I was like, selling guns is, you make a good profit.
Lucrative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're an older teenager now. You need to take girls out on dates and stuff. You need a little pocket money.
Oh, Of course.
Yeah.
I was very not cute so the more money I had, the better it was for me.
Right.
You know.
No, Bullseye.
Oh, you're
I'm sure
cute.
you were
Stop
really-
it.
No,
please.
you're
No,
so cute.
I've come to peace with it.
Okay.
I've come to peace with it. But yes, and then I sold the weapon that I'm pretty sure was used in the assassination of Martin Luther King.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Jesus. Wow, man. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
That's so dark. It's hard to even know where to begin.
Yeah.
Look, I had to go on dates. I had.
It was just to take someone to the movies.
Okay, don't do me like that. I
I'm
also
sorry.
took them out to eat at the local food shop.
the food
That
shop.
seemed like a lie because you couldn't summon the name of a restaurant.
The local food shop.
In those intervening years, I'm sure you sold a lot of weapons that helped thin the population of
Foxes.
predators and,
Yeah.
and people.
Yes. I want to go on record as to say that my weapons weren't only used for bad.
Yeah, let's look
Okay.
at the net
Mm-hmm.
here. You
Sure.
know,
Like if I've sold weapons that have, ended up being used in the assassination of people like JFK and RFK and MLK
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and John Lennon and Versace and
Oh
people
my
like
God.
that.
Jesus.
And like
Bullseye.
Oh my God.
Well, now,
Bullseye.
but Bullseye, I see you have a notebook here that's just a list of receipts. I'm looking at some of these receipts here right now.
Be careful, some of those are very old.
I see almost every member of the Manson family is listed here. You were selling guns to the Manson family?
almost every member. But,
Okay.
some of those weren't mine because some of those, they stabbed people. So
Yeah.
I don't sell knives.
Okay.
I don't sell knives.
Okay.
Oh, good.
That's a chump's weapon.
I would never want a fucking knife dealer on my show.
Yeah, we wouldn't allow it.
Got to have principles.
You
Yeah.
do. But you gotta have that cold steel in your hands, like the trigger being able to be pulled. That takes a real man
It
or a
does.
strong woman.
Yes. Now I'm seeing this one isn't even a name. It's just a symbol of sort of a crosshair symbol, not unlike the Zodiac Killer's symbol. Did you sell a gun to someone who may have been the Zodiac Killer?
I cannot tell a lie.
Okay. Evoking George Washington there.
Yes. So it is quite possible. I'm saying quite possible. I'm not going to say definite. I'm not going to say definite because I will not go to jail in my later years.
Sure.
So I am
Right.
just giving myself what my lawyers have said,
Okay.
plausible deniability.
Because you are sitting across from a police officer.
Honestly, I don't want to get embroiled in a case that will drag on beyond today.
Well,
It really seems like a guy who might have info.
Yeah, you might want to plug your ears then. You know, I mean, it's
This is testing my boundaries right now. I
Very
got
much.
12 or 15 minutes before I retire.
wow.
It times out to the end of the podcast.
Oh, wow.
Well, basically, I didn't take any breaks earlier in the day.
I
and
see.
my sergeant said that I could just kind of take a break to ride it out
Wow.
at the end of my shift.
We continue to wish you luck.
We got a birthday boy. We got a retirement. We should get a cake in here.
We should get a
We'll
cake
get a
in
cake
here.
during the next break.
Now, Bullseye, I guess this all begs the question. Who did you sell that gun to that you think might have killed Tupac Shakur?
I mean, well, it's in the receipts right there.
Okay, let me
Take a look.
Flip through
Obviously, with the dates, it should be able to line it up.
1996.
Very neat. I would keep our stuff very organized.
So it'll pretty much be solved and figured out once you read it.
Once I read this name, we should have a good lead.
Well, look, there's
Well, it's just a
several
lead
on this
because I
thing.
can tell you this. I've sold guns to people,
Yeah.
and then, lo and behold, that gun ends up in a murder.
Mhm.
But sometimes the person I sold the gun to wasn't the person who committed the murder.
Interesting. And
Wow.
with that in mind, I will read the name below. It looks like it says there's a Lil C's. But wait, there's a smudge here. Lil Caesar's Pizza on 5th Street in Las Vegas, Nevada. You sold a gun to an employee at a Little Caesar's Pizza?
Yes.
I know that Little Caesars. It was on my map.
Oh.
I used
Oh
to
my
go there all
God.
the time.
You're kidding me.
Well, 1996 was the height of their pizza campaign.
Of course.
Yes, of
And
course.
if there's anything that people like more than one pizza, it's two pizzas.
And crazy bread.
Oh,
Uh,
the bread was too crazy.
You gotta get the
well, it sounds like someone who works there might have been eating too much of that crazy bread and wanted to kill a public figure. I mean, do we have any thoughts as to who this might have been? I'm trying to get Bullseye off the hook here so that he doesn't feel responsible for
I
this.
mean, look, don't worry about how I feel. I'm not going to go to the grave mourning the deaths of all the people whose lives I've impacted,
okay.
you know, in that way. Like, I mean, like I said, you know, the 80s were a different time.
They were.
New wave was coming out, and I had to buy a lot of records, so I needed money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the 90s was also a weird time because, you know, the musical landscape was changing, and with that, so was my living situation.
Wow, really?
Can we take a quick break
Please,
to just go around and talk about our favorite 1 or 2 hit wonders from the 90s?
Of course.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Well, let's see.
I can lead it off. How
Please.
Bizarre, OMC.
Ah, yes.
Good one. Good one.
Oh, that is a really good. I'm gonna go with Two Princes. Who was that? Was it? Spin Doctors.
Spin Doctors. Sure.
I mean, I guess they had a couple other songs, right?
Had, Little Miss Can't Be Wrong, but not much beyond that.
Yeah, so I'd call that a 2-hit. Yeah.
And now this might also tip over into potentially a 2 or 3 hit wonder, but I'd go with the Bare Naked Ladies if I had $1 million. I think that was about as big as they ever got. That was in the late 90s.
Yeah. Bullseye.
Bullseye?
I think a real one-hit wonder for me, because let me set this up for you. It was the 90s, and at that time, like I said, I was going through some personal changes. I needed more money, so I was, at that point, selling more guns than I could handle.
Oh, boy.
Bullseye.
You know, just pulling out guns left and right.
I'm seeing names on this list. I see Kay Cobain. Oh, no. I see a lot of names on this list.
Kay Cobain, we don't know who. Don't know who.
We don't know
Yeah.
who.
Don't know who.
Could be anyone.
Kyle Cobain.
Yeah.
But I will say with that particular one, the person who I sold it to asked, "Do you think this trigger is easy to pull with my toe?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And I said, "Well, it should be." And then we worked out a system where then I made the trigger a little bit like less resistant.
Wow.
Yeah. Later trigger pull.
Anyway, favorite one hit wonder.
Oh, favorite one hit wonder. My favorite one hit wonder of the 90s has to be, Marcy's Playground. Sex and Candy.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
really good.
That's up Greg's alley. 'Cause he
Yeah.
likes that guy in the van.
Yeah.
Your
Well,
heart's probably singing, thinking of Marcy's Playground.
yeah,
right now.
it did say on the list of the guy's interests, it said sex and candy. That's funny.
Wow.
Yeah, he must have.
Okay. Interesting.
I guess he must have had a rich and active sex life.
Wow, man.
Well, enough that that and the candy smelled powerful. So much so that he wrote a song about it.
That's true. Wow. That's true.
Well, I wish we were any closer to solving this case, but I feel like all we know is that the gun was sold at a Little Caesars Pizza to an unknown person. Wow.
Well, I think, I'm a bit of an optimist with this new heart, and I'm guessing if we go to another break, I bet by the time we come back, we'll have figured it out.
All right. Well, let's take a break.
Hi, this is Devin Field.
And I'm Greg Gallant.
And we are interrupting our own show to tell you to help us promote our own show.
And you can do that in lots of different ways. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Give us a 5-star rating.
You can subscribe to the podcast. You can tweet or Instagram about the podcast. I mean, we would like you to really be our street team marketing this podcast to all of your loved ones, multi-level marketing scam style.
Yeah, now it's not a paid position, but you will gain valuable experience in the podcast promotion industry. And that can help.
Which is really invaluable.
That's true. That's true. It really is invaluable. So if you want to be taken advantage of by us, please help promote the First Hand Podcast.
It's literally the least you could do.
Yeah, I shot Goldstack Rostada, I shot Louisa Von Trapp, I shot Chad, I shot Mildred, I shot Noah Patagonia, and I shot Richard Bergquist, I shot our intern Trav, I shot my armed guard Charles last week.
Your armed guard? Well, that settles it. You are under arrest.
No, you can't arrest me.
I don't want to. I got like 6 minutes left before I retire.
Well, guess what?
like
you know
2,
who
3
Bullseye
left.
sold that gun to 3 months ago? It was me.
Oh,
and I'm not. And I
Craig,
told
don't
him
do
I
this.
wouldn't use it, and I winked.
God damn it! You knew this, Bullseye. You knew this.
Bullseye. Greg, please, you don't have to do this,
Wait.
okay?
I'm having this feeling come over me like I shouldn't do it.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Yes, Greg.
That's
This
the
new
right feeling.
heart is. This candy guy's heart is making me feel like,
good. Embrace that.
you know what? Just this once, I'm not going to.
He's giving Phil the gun.
Wow.
Incredible.
That feels good.
Well, I will just put this in a safe. Whoop.
He shot Greg and himself. No. He shot at Greg through himself.
Oh, he die hard.
But Bullseye, are you okay, or did you get hit in the crossfire at all?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Okay, good.
I'm very much alive.
So am I.
I'm just so. I thought in this moment that, okay, one of my guns won't be used to assassinate a huge public figure. And guess what? I was wrong again.
You're wrong.
Oh, my new heart. It went right through my new heart.
Let me just pick up this gun and get it out of everyone's way.
No.
Bullseye, I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
I shot
did
you
get
right
hit.
through the bullseye on your shirt.
Oh, is this what irony is?
Look, the last thing you guys could give us as you're dealing with your injuries is just if you have anything to plug in any way, shape, or form.
Shit.
If you guys want to
Bike
get that
cops. Bike cops are swarming the building.
They are?
They must have heard the gunshot.
Bullseye, is there anything you want to let us know about that you might be working on?
Well, death right now. I sure do hope I don't see all the people whose lives I've impacted by death up
my
in
God.
heaven. Because I'm definitely going to heaven. Heaven is definitely in the cards for me.
That's right. Yeah. Phil, anything?
My last words are pizza.
No, God.
I would just like to plug the fact that both Phil and Bullseye made $20,000 bets with me before the podcast.
No, they didn't.
And they
Greg.
lost the bets. And so if you see their friends or family, please harass them.
Greg, no. Greg, he's fading. I'm the only living person in this studio right now, apart from all these bike cops. Tune in next season, I guess. Goodbye.
Find more great shows and see what's behind it all at backdrop.fm.